guys. Okay, so when I was in kindergarten, what I remember the most is that there was plenty of books, like everywhere in the room. The room was very colorful. There was lots of activities, lots of hands-on things. The classroom was set up almost like a childcare with, centers and everything. But I remember specifically that in each center there was words that went along with everything. So if it was like block, there was a picture of a block, and there was word block. If you went to the trash can, there was a trash can there with a picture on it that said the word trash can or door or handle or chair. I remember having words, as they call them, words around the room. There was words everywhere. So when it came to reading, um, I actually struggled. I have ADHD and I'm dyslexic, so I still to this day have to read things over and over to comprehend them and kind of understand where I'm at. Or I lose track of mine. Like I'll start reading and then all of a sudden I tend to lose interest, even if I'm interested in the book. Like I'll read and then I'm like, oh, I need to go put this in the washing machine, or I need to go do this. I did that when I was younger. Like, oh, my shoe's untied, or oh, I have to go to the bathroom, or I might need water, or I forgot to zip up my lunchbox. I was very sporadic when it came to reading, so I struggled a lot in reading. Um, the first books that I remember reading um, were the ones that kind of had repetition and like sound and like anything that I could get into. So, like Brown Bear, what do you see? And I remember my teacher used to do it like in the song, Brown Bear, what do you see? And that kind of got me moving and reading, and it kind of helped me get along through the reading. Same thing, the Dr. Seuss books, um, and all the repetitions and the sounds that kept going. It just it helped me kind of find a rhythm or a word or keep moving. So repetition was key for me learning to read. I remember that my favorite thing to do with reading in my kindergarten classroom was we would do like activity color book kind of thing. So the teacher would we would read like Goldilocks and Three Bears. For example, we did a activity on the board where she read to us and they're like, how many bears is there? Three bears. How many chairs is there? There's three chairs. And it was like a math and reading put together. And then afterwards, we would get to go down to our table. So not only did we just read it on the like together in a class, we sat down and we had like this book, like go how many Goldilocks was there? And that was like a book that you colored Goldilocks and you put one, and then you're like, how many um which was the biggest chair? And then you would put daddy's chair, or how many chairs were there? Three. How many beds were there? Three. And you would write these numbers beside it, and then you'd also have to read along with it and color it. So I loved reading along and then like coloring. I just like the coloring, but that helped with my like I think my ADHD. Like I could color, and then my teacher would be like, "Well, how many bears were there?" And there were three bears. So in kindergarten, I remember my teacher was really good about incorporating movement and song and activities that went along with the reading. So, like I said, if there was a chair, there was the word chair beside it. There was a door, there was a door beside it. If Goldilocks was there, there was a picture of Goldilocks, and you could color her in while you read the words. So I remember a lot of words around the room, and that helped me best learn reading. And like I said, Dr. Seuss books, Brown Bear, um, fairy tales, like all the Disney fairy tales. That was the 90s was a big Disney thing. So we had the Aladdin books and Pocahontas and princess books that got us involved, and then Cat and Hat books. So I hope to incorporate a lot of that into my classroom as well, and just kind of help those kids that struggle with reading like I do. Thanks.